Hello everyone, welcome to Transfer Daily, powered by Snickers Protein. Thank you very much to Snickers Protein for powering today's show. We'll be discussing a few different subjects, to be honest with you. We're going to be talking about Sokratis, of course. We're going to be talking about Haaland, believe it or not, and a little bit about Barcelona and the mire that they're in, and Gini Wijnaldum and stuff like that. But don't forget, you can get involved in the show because Snickers Protein have opened up the fan line. If you want to get involved, then tweet us at the Redmen TV using the hashtag fanline, and it can be a question around Liverpool's latest transfer rumours. It can be just amusing. It can be just if you want us to play agony aunt or anything like that, then feel free to. We will be picking the best of those questions from Twitter and the comments section as well today. If you want to get them in, just make sure you use the hashtag fanline so I know that that's what you want me to answer. And we'll be doing that at the latter part of the show. So yeah, as I mentioned, thank you to Snickers Protein for powering the show. And of course, we'll be on Deadline Day live next week. There'll be a 4-hour live stream on Monday night over on the Ball Street YouTube channel. We'll be there, and I can't wait for that one. So let's talk about Sokratis first and foremost. Obviously, he was put on a free transfer, or released on a free by Arsenal a couple of weeks ago, and Liverpool have apparently made contact with him. Now, it turns out, before we get into it, for anyone who doesn't know the news so far, that it looks like he's going to be going to Olympiacos, but it's a bit mad really, because I'm reading from This Is Anfield right now, and it's an intriguing note that the Reds contacted former Arsenal defender Sokratis Papastathopoulos, who was released on a free transfer by the Gunners last week. The Greek defender used to play under Klopp at Dortmund, and has noted recently the Reds would have to have freed up a non-homegrown spot at the club if he or another overseas signing were joined. However, Sokratis was reportedly set to join Olympiacos, but Liverpool made contact towards the end of last week, according to The Athletic. Now, I don't understand why Liverpool would just make contact. Did we offer him a contract? Or did we go, "Hiya mate, how are you? Good, yeah? Yeah, it's a bit rubbish that it's lockdown, isn't it, really? Yeah, you can't really go out. How are you doing? You all right? I mean, what's this about? Did Liverpool was it just a personal call, or was it like we actually wanted to sign him as a centre-half? Because, you know, he did play for Dortmund under Klopp, and, you know, there is obviously a little bit of history there and stuff like that, but I just can't imagine that Liverpool go and buy Sokratis. But maybe that's the... sign Sokratis, I should say, rather than buy. But maybe that's where we are right now. And I don't like that, you know what I mean? I think it's a bit mad, to be honest with you. And I think I'd rather Liverpool put their hand in the pocket, got a loan if we're short on money, and got somebody through the door. And, you know, it's a bit mad to me that we're at this level now. And something Paul was saying to me before, actually, was quite interesting. Who is the worst centre-back that you could possibly put up with Liverpool to get us out of this centre-back issue that we've got? So let me know yours in the comment section. I didn't really come up with any good ideas, but, you know, maybe my one would be, he's not bad and I love him to bits, but Lucas Leiva, can he play centre-half still? But no, I don't think that's probably... I think that ship has probably sailed, to be honest with you, and I love Lucas, but he was never a centre-half. He was a good midfielder. Anyway, loads of people in the comments, I can see it already, just saying Dejan Lovren. Marcus Rojo is the worst that Sebastian Baluta would put up with. Fair enough. Phil Jones, I wouldn't be anywhere near Phil Jones at this football club, my word. We're going to move it on anyway. That's cheered me up now, ends. We're going to talk a little bit about Erling Haaland, and this is a bit of a mad one as well, because former Liverpool striker John Aldridge has basically come out and said Liverpool should go all out to sign 100 million plus Dortmund forward Erling Haaland this summer. You're great. I mean, I could sit here and say that as well, to be honest, John. I think we should. And why not just get Mbappe? We're not even like contacting Sokratis at the moment to get him on a free transfer. And you want us to just go and spend 100 million on Haaland? Please, Liverpool, do it. Like, get a loan, low APR, and get Haaland through the door, please, because I'd love it if this was the reason, but I just feel like now is probably, you've got to hit that big red emergency button, and whatever funds we're sort of planning for the future and stuff, and it was something Ben was saying last night, maybe you just have to go, all right, we're going to have to shift a little bit of that funds over here, get Liverpool a centre-half, because the league's not done yet. Maguire, I've just seen in the comments, brilliant, get Clavin back. The league's not done yet, and, you know, I've said it before and I'll say it again, don't waste a year of this team's cycle. Don't waste the year of this team by not going and signing a centre-half, because I think we need a centre-half if we want to win the league. That's where I'm at with it all at the moment. And yeah, John Aldridge is obviously saying, look, He's talking about Mane, Salah and Roberto Firmino and their goal contributions, and how he feels like it maybe has gone a little bit stale. You need to reinvigorate that, and I can kind of understand that as well. I mean, Mo Salah is the top scorer in the Premier League, I think, still just maybe at the moment. Obviously, we know how good Mane is, so the one slot that maybe John is thinking is up for grabs maybe is the Roberto Firmino one, because he doesn't quite have the goal contributions, the goals certainly, of the other two, and maybe someone like a Haaland would freshen up, maybe we play in a slightly different way, but we can't even sign a centre-half at the moment, then I can't imagine that we're going to be going for Erling Haaland anytime soon, which is just, again, disappointing, because I thought we really were in a position before the pandemic where Liverpool could capitalise and could sign from this position of strength, but right now it doesn't seem to be like that is where we are. Anyway, there's another interesting story that I do want to talk about today, and it's Barcelona transfer news really, but it does link in with Liverpool, because Ronald Koeman has admitted, and this is on 442.com by the way, Ronald Koeman has admitted that the Barcelona board are unwilling to pay transfer fees for the players whose contract expires this summer. So there's two lads that they've been linked with. It's Eric Garcia, Manchester United centre-half, and there's also Gini Wijnaldum, obviously, as we all know. And now, although Barcelona remain keen to sign both players, Koeman has admitted that neither of them will happen during this transfer window, because Barcelona will rather just sit and wait. I mean, now Barcelona are in a bit of a mire financially, and I don't know whether anyone knows this, but over on Liverpool.com, Dan Morgan wrote a piece and it kind of sort of summed up a little bit about where Barcelona are. Now, they still owe 126 million euros of outstanding payments on transfers, and 29 million euros is the largest single one, is actually for Philippe Coutinho, obviously from Liverpool from a few years ago and stuff like that. So I'm just going to read from this just quickly. As highlighted by Liverpool.com's occasional freelancer Colin Miller, Barcelona still owe Liverpool 29 million euros for Coutinho. I had to check this with Ollie, but this looks to be an instalment payment, as the club sold the add-ons last year to bring early cash revenue in, which I did not know. Considering the mess the Catalan club are in, it could be time for Liverpool to spend whatever they are planning on saving from transfer fees this month and hire someone to try and collect it. Otherwise, there could be a huge and incredibly messy IOU coming the way of Fenway Sports Group. So yeah, 129 million euros Barcelona are out at the moment, and 29 million of that is for Philippe Coutinho, which is a little bit mad. I wonder if we could just maybe sell that to them for like 20 and try and buy a centre-half and just have to write off 9 million. Who knows? But maybe there's somebody at the football club that we could try and sort of get from Barcelona in replacement of that. But anyway, I'm going to move on to the hashtag fanline section of the show. And Chris the Honey Badger says, just get it over and done with and sign Haaland and Mbappe. Get it over and done with, sign Haaland and Mbappe. And wouldn't that be lovely? Who's playing at the back? Haaland's a big lad. Maybe he can play at the back, but obviously no. I mean, look, I think we can forget about signing these big guys at the moment, £100 million plus transfers, unless everything sorts itself out over the next few weeks and months. And I don't see that that's going to happen. I think this may carry on, this global pandemic may carry on for a little bit longer than we think, and obviously we've still got the Brexit things and all that to deal with regards to football. So yeah, and the rules around that, the homegrown players and all that type of stuff to sort out. So it's going to be very, very difficult, I think, for Liverpool to make a big signing in the summer, but that's kind of where we are. Andy Quinn says, we could actually go from being champions one season to Europa League in the next, all because we won't sign a centre-back. The ripple effect of this could be massive and could put us out of contention for a very long time. Now, I agree with Andy that, it could happen, but then it could happen that Liverpool turn their form around and charge up the table in a few weeks. So, yeah, I mean, I'm probably not where you are right now, Andy, but respect your opinion completely, because the way that we're playing at the moment, if we don't improve, then we will be in a fight for the top four, won't we? And maybe worse. And it will have a ripple effect if that is to happen. Falling out of the Champions League, what did that do to Jurgen Klopp? What does that do to the players? Did they want to move on? All that type of stuff. Let's just hope that Liverpool do something about this and can arrest that form and turn that form around, because right now it's a horrible, horrible thing to think of, isn't it? Going back to Thursday Thursday night football. I mean, Thursday night football's terrible. We've had it last week and it was bad enough against Burnley, wasn't it? So if it was even Burnley that we played. So yeah, there we go. And there's one more as well. Joseph R31. What do you think of this for a team? I left Glasslegs out, Matip. I do think 5-2-3 will work as we can encourage the team in the final third and do the counter-attack with Salah and Mane's pace. So I'll just go through his side. He's gone Alisson, he's gone 3 centre-halves with Phillips, Hendo in the middle, Fabinho, although I'd maybe swap Hendo and Phillips. Robertson as a left wing-back, Williams as a right wing-back, maybe that's because of turn to form. Wijnaldum and Thiago as a midfield pair. In the front three would be Salah, Minamino in like a 10 position, and Sadio Mane. Now, it's kind of sometimes, different players and all that type of stuff. I don't think Liverpool are going to change it to a 5-2-3 in any way, shape or form. I don't think Liverpool are given the ball enough to counter or give the ball away often enough to possession to other sides to actually do anything about it. So I can't imagine that it will be anything that Liverpool will do, although it could give us a little bit of defensive stability, but maybe it alters how we attack and stuff. So maybe that's probably not for me where Liverpool should be going. What we need to be doing is getting back to what we were doing last season, is playing most of the lads who was playing last season in their best positions where possible, for me anyway. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I am on it. So yeah, I suppose that's been the Transfer Daily today, powered by, as I mentioned, Snickers Protein. Thank you everybody for getting involved, for leaving your comments. I'll just do one more. The Niz Bazoo. If no defensive reinforcement comes in, we will finish the season titleless. And it's a horrible thing to think of. And hopefully Liverpool do turn this around and do make the decision to therefore go and sign a centre-back, because I tell you what, we really, really need a centre-back. Anyway, I've been Chris Pajak. This has been the Redmen TV, and we'll see you next time. Ta-ra.